Left a nigga on red, cause I felt like it. Dress me down in the rest in the run.
Everybody, it's your girl Beck Easy.
Hi everyone, it's Joe.
Hey guys, it's Trell, and we are
The team. And we got two special guests today.
Hey.
What up,
Danny
what up?
back in the building, y'all.
It's Dom here.
Hey!
Yeah.
So the team is in the building.
In full effect.
Oh,
Yes. How was you guys week?
lit. As always. I say that every time you ask that, like, so how was you guys week? I'd be like, lit.
Just because there's too much going on.
Mine
Too
was
much
very
going on.
productive.
That's good.
That was, that's what I had in mind. Very productive.
Very productive as well. And a little stressful.
Yeah.
I think I had a pretty productive week as well. A little stressful. Work was like, I hated work, but
So aggravating.
It's always Aggie.
that's true too.
And we had the Breed Day party last
That
weekend.
was super lit.
That was so
Yes.
much fun.
So much
Shout
fun.
out to
Shout
out to the bros.
Yes.
This is the breed.
our other halves.
Cheers. I got my Breed cup.
always
other-
always
Always
promoting.
I was about to
Every
say,
cup.
Beck is in full effect.
And I had my t-shirt on earlier today, so.
Yes.
She is building the Breed's empire.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
I had a work event this week with the kids. I had to go back at 5:00, and it was like painting, basketball events, cute for the community of everyone that goes to the school.
Oh, that's
Today, one of my former students had his first communion, and I went to go support him.
That's Catholic.
That's Catholic. He was like, as soon as he saw me, his eyes lit up, and he was looking straight at my camera.
Oh, that's nice.
He was like, "Thank you so much for coming." He was like, "I hope you didn't, reschedule whatever you had to do." And I was like, "No, you were."
How old is this little
He's
boy?
10 years old, but he acts like a 50-year-old. I was
Sounds
like,
like
"No,
an
you're
adult.
my priority this morning." He said, "Thank you so much." His mom passed away last year, 2 weeks before Christmas. So whatever I can, I make sure I'm
You're
there for him.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
That's dope.
Mhm.
That's good.
That's
Super
what's
dope.
up.
You got a line for us this week?
I do have a line.
Is it one that we will
Please let me
actually
know.
Well, the thing is, Dom is here.
Okay.
Dom is like my music soulmate. She knows more than me, so she might get it. And if you
Okay.
don't get it, Dominique, I'm gonna be very disappointed. What's a star?
No
when his-
pressure.
What's a star when his most important fan is missing?
I heard this. I feel it.
Drake. No, it's not Drake.
You
I
know
think
she
that's
would.
yay. No?
I can't think. I feel like I can hear
Danny got it.
the person in my
Do you
Do you
head.
know what
Yeah.
song?
I can't
Um,
believe you did a Drake line.
I
No.
can't think.
For the mood of the day, the theme of the day. I'm trying to like theme the line to go with the topic.
I mean, it is Cinco de Mayo.
But wait.
Say something, baby.
Oh.
I'm like I can hear it in
What's
my
a-
head,
What's
but I
a star
can't.
when his most important fan is missing?
Yeah.
I guess.
Girl.
Guys, one day we will.
Well, I got it halfway.
So,
Halfway.
I
Yeah.
can't believe she
We
even
did
said a
better.
Drake line. That surprised me.
Me too, because you don't
And
really
she don't like
like
Drake,
Drake.
at all.
No, but I don't discriminate. Doesn't mean I don't listen to his music.
That's true.
And then when you mentioned
I
how
just
Dom
won't buy
is your
his
music soulmate,
I
was
know
like,
you
I
could.
thought, I thought you was gonna say Jay, but I thought that
Yeah.
was like that's an old song, Joanne.
What? I'm supposed to do something up and coming?
Yes,
for you
because
guys?
we don't know.
I mean, I
Same.
wouldn't have. You would have. I would have got a J
Feel
line.
like you gotta be nice.
That's
for
why
what?
I'm
like,
not. No, that's why
She want to make it hard.
I'm not
for
gonna do Jay because it's very
or a
easy.
Weezy line. You ain't really loyal.
I'm sorry, but I don't like Wayne.
she's not
You
loyal
don't
to
like
that Carter.
Drake.
The wrong Carter.
But Drake might get her Birkin.
That's funny. All right, y'all. We're gonna get into our hot topics. So our first topic, our boy Bill, Bill Cosby. So he was found guilty of 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault, and he can face up to 10 years each count, which is like 30 years
Yeah.
30.
in
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
How old is
And
he?
He ain't making
80.
it.
He's 80.
So that's 110. Do you think that they'll like? Why'd you laugh?
Do you think they'll
That they'll like, give him like a
lesser sentence?
or
or a
not
lighter
lesser sentence, but like
special
not in.
And
Special
that's what I was
accommodations?
asking Danny the other day when we were together. I'm like, let him just stay home. Because I guess he's on house arrest
Yeah.
right now.
He's
Oh,
supposed to
let
be
me
sitting
just
in
stay
the
in
house.
the house.
How is he gonna?
I know.
I seen a
He's gonna be in the
meme.
infirmary.
I seen a
the whole
meme that
time.
said if I was him, I would have just dropped dead after they sentenced me.
Right?
Oh, you
Yeah,
thought
to be
you
petty.
thought you got
You
it.
thought you got justice.
Try again.
Right. What was I about to say? Tag Bill.
I
I
know.
hate it had to be him.
Right.
I mean,
know,
and
me
many
too.
universities are rescinding their honorary degrees.
Mhm.
Send that
Mhm.
check back.
Yeah. So,
Well,
like,
you-
example, Yale. But like Joey said, send that check back.
You
It
see
wasn't like,
Camilla.
Right.
She about to come for it.
yeah.
She
about
about to come for
She
it.
looks so good. at
I,
her age
you
range.
know, I commend her standing by your man like that. I don't know. I might be weak. I don't know if I could do it.
He
like,
probably
all the,
didn't drug them. They probably willingly did it, and
Of
then
course,
they
yeah.
didn't get paid.
Or maybe
like
one or
they
two of
wanted
them.
to.
Maybe one or two, because it's a
Like,
lot of
yeah.
them to
Yeah.
be
It's a
saying
lot
one
of
thing.
them,
But he
yeah.
was Bill Cosby, like,
No.
you don't have, like,
But I had
he
this
is thrown at you.
right, and I had this conversation at work too. It's just skeptical because you figure back in this that he's being charged with is from 2004, so that's recent.
And he was already.
But
That's yeah.
right, already
old as hell.
But all
Goddamn.
the other ones, you figure it was at a time when you had where it was
He
the
was
wave to
popping.
be
Cocaine.
doing cocaine,
Mhm.
and it was the wave to just be in a club, like just
Doing
wilding.
drugs.
And
Yeah.
he was
So,
popping. He was
yeah.
like
Bill motherfucking
Bill
Cosby.
Like
But
he
the thing-
owned what?
I had
A
seen a
network?
video, and he was on a late night show. He was like joking around about
Yeah.
popping a pill in the cup, and then she goes
Yeah.
like this, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, that ain't making no
But they end up
better.
putting-
Yeah, put it on the-
D.L. Hughley was on the Breakfast Club not too long ago, and he said that Bill didn't like him, and Bill came on his show, and he jokingly was like, "Oh, what you gonna do to me? Like, you gonna pop those pills on me?" So it was like in the industry, it was
It's like
like, oh
everybody
wow,
probably knew.
everyone
probably
knew.
knew.
Already.
I
yeah,
mean,
wow.
Justice. I mean,
This is my take on it. It shouldn't take away from his legacy. Like,
Right.
he's a great man.
I
He was
agree
like
with that.
the American dad. But if he did it, he needs to be accountable for his actions.
Absolutely,
Um,
absolutely. I just want them to go easy on him. That's
Yeah,
all.
no, I feel that.
but
He is
should
old
they
as
go easy on him?
I'm
No.
just saying on the strength of his age.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not saying because of who he is. I'm saying on the strength of his age.
Yeah.
And he already has like health issues. and all
Okay,
that
but
stuff.
remember the lady that accused Emmett Till, like she was on her deathbed.
That's
You
true.
better. I don't care how old or if
Yeah.
you were
She could've
dying.
went to jail
They
for
could have.
one
A
day.
I would have
day.
made her. I would have made them give her the lethal injection.
But you
like,
figure she might have just like
Don't make Joanna judge.
No, she didn't say nothing because you knew
Legal
she would
injection.
have went to jail for
not
that.
even not her,
Falsifying.
but I'm sure she probably
wouldn't have
dealt
went to
with
jail. They
and
would have just
suffered
been like,
from
oh
the
well.
guilt of
Right.
that all them years. You figure so.
He ain't suffer.
She was
He
living.
ain't suffer from
She
no guilt.
wanted
You
to
think
go to
Bill Cosby
heaven.
would have suffered?
No.
Yeah, she probably
no.
like my last confession.
Exactly. That's all it
Father,
was.
please hear me.
She didn't care. She let all this time go by.
All this time.
She just wanted to get to
that
heaven.
poor boy.
I mean,
Oh, you talking about
God,
the
like,
lady that
today.
said that she got raped?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, PK always used to say, like, don't let your talent take you where your character can't keep you.
Mhm.
Why are you cheating on your wife?
Words of wisdom.
Why are you,
right.
like, you know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
if you
Right.
knew in your mind that this is my wife, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
None of that would have happened. And like my mom even used to say, like, at the end of the day, like, you can be this great person, but let that one thing happen,
Mhm.
you're done.
Yes.
So like you could say, oh, President Clinton, like, he was so dope, he was down for the people, he black.
Right.
But at the end of the day, at the end
Monica
of his
Lewinsky.
name is going to be the scandal with Monica Lewinsky.
That he
So, I
almost got
mean,
impeached for.
If you do it, you need to pay for it.
This is
Yeah, it had to
true.
be him, but moving on.
All right, moving on. Our Kanye. I was gonna say our guy Kanye.
Nah.
He's still my guy.
He kicked
I'm not
he's kicked
gonna.
out the fam.
I'm not gonna do that. Right?
That's
Like,
because she got Yeezys and she ain't giving them back.
You been rocking that Yeezy.
that's not why he's still my guy. When I
a
listened to
genius.
the interview with him and Charlamagne, he made perfect sense, and then he went and did that dumb shit at TMZ.
Right.
So, but I think that Ye just has, he has a hard time explaining himself.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
agree
I
with
really.
that.
I agree with that as well.
So Van Lathan from TMZ like gave read Kanye like after he said slavery was the
He
choice.
did.
And it was needed for him. He told him that he's got to be responsible and that his opinion is all fine, but when he goes back and lives his life that he earned, he didn't even say that was given to you. He was like, the lives here on the streets and everything get threatened because
Regular
of the things that
everyday
he's
people.
saying.
Right.
And so with the Post interview, Van said, you always have to have content and restraint. Content and restraint are important when trying to make a point.
Right.
But Kanye missed that because he was ranting. So
Right.
that's what even T.I. said on the Breakfast Club,
Right.
his interview. He was like, I feel like Kanye needs a translator, so he could say what he wanted. The translator be like, what he meant was.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
understand the whole free thought. I'm down for it.
Me too.
But my thing is, it really seems like he just hurt. Like Obama sunned him when he was being an ass with the whole Taylor Swift
He's
thing.
very
Jay not
intelligent.
talking to him, so it's like it's
So
not
he
even
did
free
mention that Jay and him are texting in the
that's
interview. He did say that they are like texting, and then
Baby
Charlamagne was like,
steps.
"When you guys gonna say come over? One of you guys gonna say come over and sit down?" He's like, "We'll get there."
Yeah.
But
They need to
That-
get there
you know,
quickly.
they do,
I
they
don't know,
do,
though.
because he need
They could take their
he need
time.
guidance.
Yeah.
No, they need to get there
No,
quickly
yeah, you
because
need
I think
guidance.
it's
Yeah.
very immature. It's been 2 years, maybe 3 years.
Mhm.
Like
'Cause
Kanye
he's heard
said,
about
if
the
we're
wedding.
yes, but like Kanye said, if we're family, that's if you want to mend the fences. If you don't want to mend it, then let it go. 'Cause
But
I
you
think
know.
people can hold on to hurt for a long time.
But
Like,
it
you-
affects
absolutely.
you.
it does affect you, but you can't really say that you should be over it in 2
Right.
years because people really hold on to hurt
Because
for a
on-
long
Right,
time.
and then
It's a
Jay's
work in
interview,
progress.
Jay's interview, he said, he was like, yo, we've had worse things than this between our career. He was like, that's my brother, like, he's open-minded. He was like, that's why I love him. He was like, because, you know, he speak his mind. He don't give a hell who feels any type of way.
Mhm.
But he said he brought his daughter and his wife into it. And that's a no, especially with men, it's like,
Yeah, you're crossing
But
the
where
line.
where he's coming from is if we're family,
That's
then
my
that's my family too, and I could speak on it. But if we're just business associates, then yes, he did cross the line. That's what he said, and it does make sense to a certain extent. I mean, I think certain family issues should be kept between
family
party
and
that's
not
going
at the
through it.
concert on the
Yeah.
mic, like,
I
ranting.
think that the way
Yeah.
he did it
Was
was
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
I
if
think
you
it was
are
wrong.
family, my brother isn't going to talk about my daughter. I'm not going to let that fly.
That's what I'm
Or
saying.
my husband,
Certain
right.
conversation.
That is fine, but because you both parties want to mend it, I think it doesn't take 3 years to sit down and
mend it.
have a
They
conversation.
If you're both
Yeah.
on the
But I'm not
Yeah,
talking
I
about
agree.
forgiving, but I'm talking about let's
working towards
let's nip this in the bud. You talked about my daughter, you talked about my wife. Well, you didn't come to my wedding. Let's meet somewhere and let's hash it out so we can figure out if we're gonna separate or da-da-da-da.
Now, that would be fine if you're dealing with two logical people. Kanye's not in his right mind right now. So he
we don't know
can't-
what his state
You
of
get what
mind
I'm
is
saying?
right
So if
now.
Kanye was
He got a
old
mental
Kanye and
breakdown.
Jay and it happened, I'm pretty sure it would have been happened. But because Kanye is on opioids, he's addicted to opioids,
And
he
that's
just-
true too, because you gotta figure
mentally
Jay's
not
probably
there.
thinking if we're gonna have this conversation, is Ye gonna hear what he has to say?
That's true, but the longer they wait, I feel like the more the
The
hurt
more
festers.
the
Like,
distance.
I
Well,
agree
if
with
they're
that.
talking, maybe not like on the phone, but if they're like baby steps, okay, we're at least texting each other now.
just
so
like
that-
a relationship. If
Right.
you break up with somebody, you want to start over. You ain't just gonna go hop right back into it, but it's gonna take a baby steps.
Yeah.
I mean, Kanye was saying too, like, we need to stop being victimized, and you know, slavery was a long time ago, and like basically, like, it's time to build up and not use that as an excuse. But I'm just like, how do you stop being victimized when present day we're the victims
being
still?
nice, right?
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so like even T.I. said, he was like, oh, so how do you feel about Trump's, you know, travel ban? He was like, oh, what's that about? And he was like, he don't even know.
Because nobody
It
pays him
doesn't
attention.
affect
Nobody
him.
pays.
Yeah.
I think nobody
Affect
pays.
him.
he's above the law.
But he's
that's
about.
true, too.
But I also think nobody pays Trump attention.
That's not true.
I don't
No, you
think
still know.
anybody
You
pays
still
him
know what's
attention.
going on.
I
No,
think
you
Kanye,
do.
because Kanye said he just started watching CNN.
But
Like when he said he's exclusive stuff
Yeah,
from
he
the
is.
world, he literally doesn't know anything that's going on.
He
So
probably-
now he's just now getting back. He's getting on Twitter. Like he's
the
weird.
travel ban only applies to who? Like people from Mexico.
It's like 7 different countries that they put a ban on, and then the wall is the Mexico thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's not new. It's been like
It's
for
been
the last,
since
for the
his
last
beginning
year.
of his presidency.
He was talking about the
Yeah.
wall when he was running.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna support somebody, go
Know what-
research. Know what you're talking about.
And that's
Right.
what goes back to the whole
That's why
free
you
thought
wear
thing.
that
I understand the
dumbass
free
hat.
thought, but honestly, right now it just sounds like, oh, I'm gonna just do the thought of the opposing side.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? This side hurt me. Obama ain't fucking with me. Jay ain't fucking with me. The black people ain't fucking with me. So I'm gonna go over here and say, oh, make America great again. It was
Mhm.
never great for us.
Mhm.
But I think the
Mhm.
black people.
We were fucking with him.
Yeah.
We just bought the fucking sneakers.
You bought the sneakers.
I'm talking about, well,
Yeah.
I didn't buy the sneakers, but
Yeah.
we're talking about
Like
like
as a
people
whole,
as a
yeah.
whole who,
Yeah.
who
No,
purchased the
and
sneakers.
yes,
We
the
definitely
African American community was with him, but it's only so much we can take. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, so much that you can slap us in the face.
I'm
like,
tired of defending his ass.
Yeah.
Because we root for everybody black. So yeah, we're gonna go buy his sneakers. You're gonna go buy his music.
Even when he wasn't even being weird, like he was just being weird. It's like, okay, even when he first came back from Kanye, I was reminded of our Marco Polos, and Danny's like, I can't wait for the album. I'm excited about what's gonna be on there. Now it's like,
Nah, fuck
I don't even think I'm gonna press play. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna listen because I'm interested in
I'm
what he
gonna
has to
listen,
say.
but her song that I heard is like, what
is
is
it ABC like Scooby-Doo?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that either.
Yeah,
I'm literally
It's
saying,
either
he said I'm about
he's
to go
crazy
in.
or he's
Poopity
playing
scoop.
us.
Yeah,
And
might
he could be
right.
playing
He
us.
could be playing us.
The song with T.I. and him was good. I
And
like that
T.I.
song.
said, yo,
I
he
didn't
was
listen
like,
to
we
that
literally had a
either.
4-hour conversation. And after the conversation, he was like, oh, well, let's put her on the track. He was like, I got my track with my views on there. He was like, it'll be dope if you,
Like
this
a
is
conversation.
Kanye. This is Kanye making this up. So he's a genius.
He is a
And
genius.
so he was like,
He's a musical genius.
he
yes,
said they
is.
recorded it in like 30, 35 minutes. The next day it was out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kanye's a musical genius and he does all these things and he wants us to view life in a certain way. But what about Chrisette Michele? People hated Chrisette Michele because she sung at their inauguration. And her views, she was like, I just want to bridge the gap. She wasn't wearing no hat. She wasn't, she said, I just want to bridge the gap and, you know, say, okay, he's in office, so let's just see
That's
how
true.
this goes.
Is it because of male versus female?
Well,
I
Steve
think
Harvey
it
went
might
too
be.
to meet with him. So are we hating
yeah.
every black person?
I didn't hate
that
her
meets
when
with
she
him?
did that.
And Steve Harvey didn't do anything
No.
coonish.
No,
But take
I
a
think
picture in
it's
the
just
lobby.
because it's his platform. His platform might be a little bit more bigger than hers, so he might
Right.
That's true.
have more
That's
of a
true.
voice than hers and like
So
more of an
people, like,
impact
let it
on people.
slide.
So people just was like whatever with her. But when it come to him, it's just like what the fuck.
Like, are people not buying her music anymore?
No, they
because of that?
slaughtered
Nah,
her.
they slaughtered her, bro.
They were like,
she said
how could you?
financially, the amount that she was given to sing doesn't equate to the money that she lost from people
doing
not
it.
coming to shows, people not booking
Kanye's
her.
not gonna lose no money over this.
Right.
Nah,
Wow.
nah,
Adina's not
everybody-
dropping him.
No, they said they stand by him.
Yeah, of
Of
Yeah.
course,
course.
Adidas.
He's like one of their highest rating person. He outsold Jordan.
Jordan, I don't know. So we gonna pray for Kanye. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah,
And another
Kanye.
thing that
Kanye.
T.I. said, he was like, he feels like his ideas and his thoughts and all that he's saying has never been questioned up until now because it's in the media. So his yes men around him, his wife, that just
The
let
whole
him be
family.
everybody.
Yeah.
That's also because they don't really understand what's going on too.
Yeah,
It's not
they're
like-
not getting.
Yeah, it's not like they're really bad influencers or badly
Yeah, I don't think
influencing
they're
him. Sorry guys.
Influencing him.
But
They're enabling
it's just
him.
they don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, they're enabling, and they don't know better.
They don't
when
know
you know
better.
better, you do better.
Yeah.
And somebody said someone said that Kanye need a hug, a hug from a black man. Kanye got a father. What is his father saying?
Is
to
his
him?
father like
That's what I'm
active in
saying.
his
Yes,
life, though?
his father, Kanye, and Kim and North went to the march.
Where's the auntie team
Right.
that he was talking about on Roses? He need them back.
Right.
He
All
probably
right.
kicked
That's
him out.
that's
Yeah.
enough about Kanye.
Yeah,
I'm funny.
I'm done with Kanye. I'm done, Conway. I'm done with Kanye.
So another topic we have is Khalees basically having allegations of physical abuse that Nas put her through while they were married.
Deep sigh.
And so I watched the interview, and she didn't. So it's so funny because like on social media, on news outlets, the titles, everything like, oh, Khalees talks Nas's abuse.
Mm-hmm.
But in the interview, she goes, I'll say, so he's like, oh, did he hit you? She goes, I'll say that we were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, you get what I'm saying?
Like
So
it was a
and then
two-way street.
she was like, I mean, I'm 5'10", I don't back down from anyone. I throw blows, and she just was saying how they would drink a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and they will both black out. She said
So
it
they
was one
basically
time.
just had a toxic relationship together.
So, but
both
the
were
media
toxic.
is making it seem like she just was beating
Getting
her
abused,
ass and
right.
she was
Getting
being
abused.
a victim.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. She never said if she started him first or if he started. I know one part she says, I mean, I would never start it.
Right.
We don't know.
Right.
You at 17, because she said she met him when she was 17 years old.
Right.
You at 17 is a different person than now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Joe, that
It's
kind
weird.
of reminds me of, you know how we just were watching Big Little Lies?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same thing with that
Oh,
husband and wife,
yeah.
how
What's
they
her
both
name?
were fighting each
Mhm.
other. She didn't start it, but they both were fighting each other. So
is
they
that
were
okay,
toxic together.
No.
No, it's not okay.
No,
at
but
all.
I'm like, you know how like everyone's ready to shun Nas because
Right.
they're thinking that he's
being
abusing
abused.
her.
But they're thinking because of the way
But
the
she's
media
like
put it out there.
returning the same energy. So
Yeah.
it's like, do we
And
like
we don't know if
reprimand
she
her
started
too?
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I get it. But my thing, I get it. Is fighting back. It's just like you tell your kids, if somebody hits you, hit them
You better
back.
hit that.
It's the same
That's
thing.
true.
Like she defend her. Like
But now
from what it sounds like,
it's
she's defending herself.
women like try to like they try to like flip
Be
the
the victim,
story
even
and be
though
the
they might
victim, and
start
they might
it,
start it
hit
and provoke
first,
guys
or
from experience.
Yeah.
When
I
you
mean-
get arrested, when both parties are fighting, you both get arrested.
That's true. The CDC
Because they don't know.
said the stats for 2017. It said 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men will experience severe physical violence by an intimate partner in their lifetime. So I mean, like you said, it do go both ways. It's not always just the woman. It's just weird because it's coming out when he about to come out with new music.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
Love.
make it better
It's not
that
good for him.
Kanye
Right.
is
Not good.
producing the album.
Right.
Like this is just a low
Negatives.
blow. Yeah.
Negatives.
And it's just weird that he just finished that whole investment with the doorbell company.
Yeah.
So he's like an investor. He's investing in mad businesses, and they just got $5 million. They turned $5 million into $40 million. So it's like, and she said she for 9 years, she just like said, I'm not going to say nothing. But
I think
Disney-
it's strategic on
Yeah.
her end.
And that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, so she was trying to get full custody of your
Yeah.
son. Why wouldn't you bring up domestic violence then? That's the best opportunity
Right.
That
to
is
get
true.
full custody.
In the beginning, like she hasn't been letting him see his son.
And she wants
Like,
more money, right?
Yeah, they've been going at it over this kid. Like,
I mean, I don't like when people do say like, "Oh, well, why'd you wait so long? Like, you could have been."
Yeah, it's
said
just so
something."
many things. Like you just we never have the whole story. You never get two parties sitting down together. So it's just
It's always
a
like
lot
the,
of speculation.
the first person that like speaks out about it, they always get questioned like, "Oh, why you ain't been?"
Right.
Always. Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, no one should put their hands on anybody.
Right.
My mother always used to say like, if you hit somebody, expect to get hit back.
Right.
So be prepared to get
Even
hit
if it's
back.
a man.
Even if it's
Even if it's a man.
keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah,
both
bro.
parties, male
I mean,
and
but Dan,
female.
it's been a lot lately between Fab and Emily. This situation, like
another
Danny,
side.
you 0 for 2 right now because ain't one of them your husband and one of them your boyfriend.
No, Nas is like my OG. You know, that's my OG. But
Where
Fab,
you can't have all the men.
I
You
can't.
trying to have them
You
all.
can't.
her
You got
mind.
Fab,
They all from New
East,
York too.
You got
Dave East
Nas.
is just a weekend thing.
You can't have them all.
Nas is my OG. So I go up, to where he from? The Queens.
You don't even know.
I go to Queens. He take me around.
Right.
And then the Fab, I don't mess with that hitting shit. That's why he with that one. Cause I don't fuck with that. I'll hit his ass back too. But
That whole situation is crazy too.
No, that was
now they're all
very
trying to
crazy.
creep back into social media.
yeah, you see Emily smiling.
Allegedly.
Emily was smiling.
Yeah,
I
she wanted to
heard,
show
I
her
heard.
teeth got fixed.
We don't know if it's her
allegedly.
new teeth. I want to see the real pictures.
That's true though, because the pictures didn't come
We
out.
are never
That's true.
going to
This is
see
all
the pictures.
allegation.
We're
You
never
never
going to see the
know.
pictures.
Somebody
Because
might
she's
leak
not
it.
going to file. She's going to drop the case. And they're
Didn't
gonna,
she already?
probably did.
I think she already did.
Oh, well.
But then I thought I heard that New Jersey could pick it back up.
Oh yeah, even if she drops
Oh, yeah,
the case
mhm.
because they're
They can
involved,
proceed.
they
the
can
prosecutor can
yeah.
pick it back up. So that's another sign
So he
moment.
just trying to.
So
tread
on a
carefully.
positive note,
At the end of the day, before
keep
you
your hands
keep your hands to yourself.
yeah,
Right.
and that's
Local
what it
niggas
boils
too.
down to.
The-
Yeah.
Local
Facts.
niggas too.
Nobody's
if
exempt.
you provoke me, I will swing, and I will pick up the closest thing to me and swing on you. So
But
just
no,
keep your hands
if
to
they provoke
yourself.
you, just
Walk
No,
away.
no.
On a positive note. So this week in Rooting for Everybody Black, I want to shout out James Shaw Jr.
clap it for him.
Well,
We don't have a sound effect. We use it already.
I know. This is authentic.
Right.
He stopped the shooter at the Waffle House in Tennessee, and I read the article and I like that his first initial reaction was, how can I take this guy down? Because a lot of people don't be thinking that. They're thinking that I'm not gonna do anything because someone else is gonna do it. So I want to shout him out he doesn't want to be called a hero. He said it was for his own selfish
Right.
He just ain't want to die.
Right, and that's what he said.
He
It was
wasn't
a
crying?
selfish. No,
Oh.
he said it was a selfish act because
He's like,
he
they
just
know
didn't
what
want to
to
die.
do.
But he just wanted to
Listen,
help.
you're not about
And
to
4
take
people
my
did
life.
die, but it could have been a lot more.
And he paid for their funeral. So
Yeah.
nice
he
money.
raised
giving
a
him
lot of
GoFundMe.
money,
Yeah.
and I
He
just love
paid for
that.
all their funerals.
That's pretty
29
good.
years
So
old.
blessed.
29-year-old.
Right, he is.
Good.
And he's a frat too. I forgot which one.
I'm not
'Cause
sure.
I looked at his Twitter page.
Oh, you was creeping.
Is he single?
Shout out to him.
Oh.
He not single?
No, I think I know he has a 4-year-old daughter.
Yes,
I don't
he
know
does.
if he has
Not
a
too
Yeah,
bad.
funny.
But if he is single, ladies, somebody snag him up. 'Cause he has a heart of God.
James Shaw Jr. lady.
That's a man with a good
What is
heart.
Instagram?
An American hero.
Cause I ain't see his picture.
Dark skin.
Yeah,
He's not bad looking.
He's very handsome.
I mean, shoot your shot, ladies, because did you see the story when the girl from Temple, she's a senior at
With
Temple,
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
she
Yes.
popped in his DMs. He was like, oh,
Offering to buy him a smoothie.
Right, and
And
he said
they
you don't even
went
gotta
to
buy
bed.
it.
He said come through.
Yeah.
She
They
met
were
him.
already. He was filming a movie. They were already there, so he was like, you know what? I'm gonna arrange to see
I
you.
think they're
We'll
doing
take the
Creed
He's
picture.
too.
doing Creed
Yeah.
too. He got mad skinny.
But he was like, you don't have to buy me anything. Just come through, take pictures, and your friends.
And then the internet was saying like, we rooting for y'all because y'all actually
y'all
look cute
cute.
together.
Yeah, she's a very pretty girl.
She is.
So make sure y'all
Shoot
shoot your
your
shot.
shot. You know the team is in full support of that.
Pew, 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 pew. Y'all been seeing that meme?
Yes.
It's a gun. I thought shooting your shot was like shooting a hoop.
I mean, yeah.
Whatever.
However you want to take it.
Bang, bang.
Bang.
So there's no you tried it this week because nobody tried it this week.
Good for
It was
y'all.
good. It was a good week.
That means it was a good week. So
Wait, can we? Somebody did try it, but it was like a manager at my job.
You don't want to put that on air. You want to put that
She ain't gonna listen to this.
on? Okay,
You
then.
never know, but
Well, if she do,
Does she follow you?
I just want you to know it's for you.
You know who you are.
They want that pink slip.
Get that unemployment.
Strategizing how to get fired. No. But she did try it. So they don't like the policies. We're not supposed to be on our cell phones at work. This is why I don't be in group message with you guys because I get in trouble. So I put my phone up, like I charged it, but I wasn't on it, but it was on my desk. But she comes up to me, so I got 2 phones, and I had my headphones in, and she's like, "Are you on break?" And I was like, "I just came back. Why?" And she was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be listening to music." She goes in her office, writes me an email, and then the email says, "Oh, I don't know why you think you could listen to your headphones at your desk." So I was like, "Broop." And then she was like, you I forgot what else she said, but that wasn't important. So she was like, when you come back from your doctor's appointment, I want you to come see me. So I come to see her, and I'm like, I sit down. She said, "Do you like working here?"
answer that question. It's like, do you really want the
So
answer?
I'm thinking in my head, like, why you trying me? Like,
Right.
let me set you straight real quick. First of all, everyone has their phone on their desk charging. Do you say anything to anybody else?
You the
No.
only black person here?
I'm not the only black
But you're
person,
the
but
black
it's like
one.
4 or
It's
5
gotta
of
be a black
us.
and white
I'm
thing.
young.
Because it is.
I'm the only young black female in that building. So, well, in that
Section.
organization, I should say. So I feel like she tries me because she started there when I was born, the year I was born. So I feel like she thinks she's my damn grandmother or parent. So I be like, yo, you trying me because you don't pay my bills. I work here. I'm an adult just like everybody else. I come here and get my job done. Me having headphones in
Niggas
has
can't
nothing to
listen to
do with my job.
That's funny because that's been the theme at my job this week too.
Phone.
Our new
It's a
manager,
theme.
like, is just walking around like nitpicking on everything.
Yeah.
Can't have your phone out here. Can't do this. Can't do that. It's just like, come
And
on.
it's like
I'm not a
coworkers
child.
alike. Just when they see a young person, they automatically.
Think.
I mean, you're supposed to always be respectful of your elders, but we're coworkers right now.
Right.
Like if you
Right,
do
an
something
adult,
wrong,
you're
I'm
an
telling
adult.
you you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Well-
gonna give you this respectful.
I'm gonna give you this respectful
Clap back.
read. I'm about to
Read.
read you
I'm
real
gonna give you this
professionally.
respectful
Clap
read.
Per my last email.
Yes, I am the queen of the professional
But
pipeline.
like
I
at my
fully
job,
support.
we have this nurse, and she like just is very condescending to the younger black girls, and she's like, "Oh, I speak to you that way because I have to." Like, seriously? I'm sorry. Is your name on my check?
What? Because I have to?
I'm like, no,
I
honey.
pray for you guys.
Joe love her job.
I don't have these problems.
So the work drama, you tried it. Don't do it again. Stop coming for us. We just
Stop
trying to
coming
get
for
our
us.
check, man.
We young, educated black women. We know what the hell we're doing. We don't need to be
Nah, I mean,
Like,
if you wanted to slide me that
Right.
peg slip.
Right.
But when she asked me, do I like my job, I sat there for a minute before I answered her. Should I tell this bitch?
Like, God, is this a sign?
Right.
And it probably was.
It probably was. That's what it signs, y'all.
No, Trell be making her own signs, but we'll digress and we'll go into the.
Trell, you have to ask Trell. Tell us to ask Trell.
I actually I was just giving her, I'm not
The
doing
shade.
it. I'm not gonna talk to her for the rest of the episode, okay? But I had a question for y'all. We didn't get any Ask Trells in, but I had a question that I wanted to ask y'all. I saw it on I want to say it's a page that I follow. I think it's My Black Matters on Twitter, and it was like, do you think that the pressure for women to get married is still strong like it was back in the day? I do not think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as strong anymore.
I think among family, when are you gonna settle down?
Yeah.
When are you
Yeah.
gonna have a kid?
Yeah,
When
Joe.
are you gonna do this? When are you gonna do
family, yeah, but society, I think, has gotten much.
They're used to it.
yeah.
They're used to the independent woman
Right.
waiting longer to have a kid,
To
waiting
get
longer.
married at 30,
Yeah.
32, 33, 34, like that's the norm now. Where like I said before, my coworker was like, her guidance counselor was like, what's your goals? She was like, to get married and have kids. And like, you 18. But back then it was like the norm to get married.
And some people
that
want to
early.
start the family early.
Yeah, which is cool, but right now it's cool to
Pro-choice.
be living single,
I ain't, yeah.
which brings us
This
to
is
why
nice.
we're here.
Exactly. So let's get into it. So,
Part 2.
this is part 2. There was so many things that we didn't even get to hit on, and in our Facebook Live, like we had so many people asking questions, and
Thank you guys for tuning in. Also, that was
we
a
had
good
close
chat.
to like 800 something views on that.
When I checked this morning, we were at 891.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys have been very
Thank you
good
guys for the
viewing.
support.
And even if you
Loyal.
don't watch us live, you guys go back and view
And
so
share.
And you guys share. We had like 26 shares.
Mhm.
So thank you.
So basically, the definition of a situationship via the Urban Dictionary says a relationship that has no label on it, like a friendship, but more than a friend, but not quite a real relationship.
Already sounds confusing.
Yeah.
Can I read mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, a situationship is basically a pseudo relationship. It
Pseudo.
smells like a relationship. It sort of looks like a relationship. It may even feel like one, but it's not.
It ain't. It ain't.
It ain't no relationship.
That's stupid. So, have you guys ever been in a situationship?
I have.
I just got out of one.
A situation?
Oh, do you want to share?
No, I do not.
What makes you say it was a situationship though?
Because it
Was it exactly what she just said?
Yeah.
Doing
It
ev-
was.
We're doing everything that says couple, but
Yeah.
we really not like.
But we're not.
Is that what it is? We're just really not claiming each other.
No, we weren't a couple at all.
I don't think that
So.
I've ever been in a situationship. I'm trying to think, and I don't think so.
I have. Like years ago.
I'm trying to think.
I'm lying. I had two.
Was it recent?
I had to.
One was a little recent. One was
Yes, it
Not
was
too-
Trail.
yeah. I had to think
the
about
one
it.
that we
Yeah.
talking about.
I'm sure you guys
Yeah.
probably all talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Tall guy.
That
Yeah.
yeah, and then the one that was prior to that, I would say that those were situationships.
Yeah, I mean, at this day and age, everybody in a situationship.
Right.
It's more
That's true.
situationships than relationships.
Right.
Every situation got a situation. That's why I
Right.
situated all my situations.
Shout out to
But why?
But I
Why,
don't
though?
get
I don't
why.
know.
So why would someone feel so comfortable to, like you said, it's a whole relationship, living together, paying bills.
Well, no, I don't think
Or
all
that's
situations
different.
Yeah,
go
no,
that
no.
far. I think it's a lot of different reasons, though. Maybe I mean it's a lot of different reasons that maybe somebody is in a relationship already.
So that's a side.
Yeah.
So, right. So is it a side chick relationship?
Relationship.
It's a side chick situationship.
I think
That's a
it's
lot.
comfort. Like
Comfort. Yeah.
it's convenient.
Yeah.
And to have a companion is nice.
And it's less
And pe-
stipulations
But
because
it's-
like it's like all right, I want to come lay up with you. I might cook for you once or twice, but I'm not.
I don't
Still
have
want
to
to
call
be
you.
able,
I
right,
don't
still
have
want to be able to
text
say,
you.
well, you're not
Right.
my girl anyway.
I don't have to do everything that
horrible,
an
that's
actual girlfriend
Right.
would have to do.
But if you
And I
want to
can
do it,
still
you
have
might do it
time
once
for
or
me.
twice.
Yeah, I mean, just because that's just who the individual is. See, me as an individual, I'm just like a caring person, so
Yeah.
I will do things like that. But
Right.
then
You're
I'll
very
step back,
domestic.
but then after I do that, I'll probably do that for somebody else.
In the same week.
I think I'm ready for a situationship.
Yeah.
It's summer 18 goals.
So
like,
basically, it's
situationships.
cutting out all the expectations, like the expectations of
The
like,
I think there's
responsibility.
probably
The
still
responsibility.
expectations, maybe just not as
What
many.
kind of-
Not as severe.
Not as strict.
So, with situationships, are you and him exclusively situating? You get what I'm saying? Because what if I have a situationship with 3 people and you only have one with one, so you might get
You
upset.
gotta be open though.
I think
That's
the
true.
situationship is the fact that you're exclusive with this one person and doing everything, but you're not saying that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend. That's what I think. I don't know.
It
Maybe
could-
I'm
it
wrong.
could- it could go that
be
way.
different. Like in a situationship, like you could just be doing certain things with that one person,
Right.
But dating
the other
other
stuff.
guys or
Right.
other women.
Okay.
You know what I
So
mean?
you just matching one, but you
Yeah.
dating and finagling with the other ones.
Playing the
Yeah,
with the other
kind
one.
of, or the other way around.
Yeah, that too.
But
smashing all of them. Nasty.
I mean, hey, it depends on what you want. Like,
Depends on what mood you're in.
That's
I guess.
true.
yeah.
Like you just said, it depends what you want. It depends what you put out there that you will accept. Like
Yeah.
I'm not accepting this, and I'm not accepting that, but I'll take a little bit of this and that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a tailor-made.
So it's just like a
Right.
little custom order, like check.
Yeah.
Right.
Come back to me in 30 days.
Right,
All right,
'cause
delete
Build
that
a
one.
relationship. Build a situationship.
Because-
Burger King.
Man, haven't you
Because
read?
when you're in a relationship, you
Yeah.
gotta compromise. You gotta do
Yes.
meet halfway.
Yes.
So this way, I don't
That
have to
is
meet
a lot.
a person halfway. This is what I'm accepting.
This is
If
what
you
I'm-
like
this
it,
is
then
what I'm
take
not
it. If
accepting,
not,
right.
then
So it
not.
sounds like it's a convenient thing. Like this
Yeah,
is-
for
it's
both
convenience
parties.
For both
Mhm.
parties.
Yeah, and some people say, okay, I'll do the situationship versus the relationship, because a lot of people say, like, you know how guys be like, oh, well, once we get married, everything is gonna change.
I was gonna point that out.
Like, is
too.
it like,
People are
oh,
afraid
once
of
we
the
make it
labels.
exclusive, it's gonna be worse. It's not
It
gonna
could
be
be.
enjoyable.
I was definitely gonna bring up that same exact thing.
Yeah.
People are so like afraid of putting labels on things. But my thing is, if you're
You're
doing it,
already doing
You want
it.
a
You're
label
doing
on
it,
your
you
bottle
might
of
as well.
water. You ain't gonna drink that Nestle over that voice.
exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want polo, not USPA.
Right. Even though some of them is out here wearing it. No
No,
shade.
None.
All
Shade.
shade.
Just wear a regular polo from Old Navy.
Right.
No,
'Cause I
no
might
label,
side-eye-
no
yeah.
logo.
Because I might
Yeah.
side eye you.
All right, so
I will. Sorry.
with situationships or just like meeting people, period, like we wanted to get into the online dating. You know, that's like been a big thing. So
Right.
like before it used to be like older divorcees,
Yeah.
like
That's
trying
true.
to get back out there.
That's
It
true.
really used to
Now
be
you
like
got
that.
millennials,
Right.
you got everybody, career
Generation
women
X,
and
yeah.
men.
And you got a new day and that's coming out left and right.
Right.
Like I just seen one that's called Wingman, a
Wow.
dating app called. So you gotta be the wingman. You gotta go set it up
Right.
and bring it. Like you set it up for your friend, and you gotta bring the friend. Like I'm
We
like,
should do that. That
that's
should.
very
That sounds
couple.
fun.
That kind of sounds like.
That sounds like it would be
sounds
fun.
good. Look, let me download it
Interesting.
now.
Sounds
Um,
interesting.
I know that we had did the experiment for the last 2 weeks.
Mhm.
We all were supposed to
I think it was
download
longer than that.
It was
yeah, it felt
longer.
longer.
Sheesh.
We were to download a online dating app and give it a try. Don't be like, oh no, swipe left, swipe left, swipe left, 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 left.
Right.
Like,
Which
let
let
me
me
delete
tell
this.
ya, I did not want to do this. I just was like not interested, and
but
they
you and
You're
her,
forced
very
me.
successful on those.
Yeah.
apps.
Right, that's the
She has
thing. They
good luck.
forced me, and I did it, but nobody else
They
did.
want that chocolate
These
flavor.
niggas forced me and didn't do it themselves. I did it.
I downloaded it and
I
I
downloaded
swiped.
it. I did a few
So
swipes.
did you like really swipe?
Yeah,
And
so I
really
gave
talk
a
to
guy
people?
my
I had like
number.
three
Oh,
niggas
that's
that I
why
liked.
you was up there. Somebody told me they saw you up there.
They might have.
People be talking too much.
But I had like 3 swipes. And, I'm not a fan of, like dating apps. It's not me.
It's weird.
I know, and so the whole time I'm literally like left, 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 left,
Right.
left, left, oh, left, left, left. To the point where sometimes you be past people that's like, oh, he might have been cute, and I
Right.
just
You
swipe
can't
back.
even go back.
So, but Troy, you had success with it. Tell us about your success story.
A little,
Kind of
A
success.
little bit.
It ended.
2. She had 2.
Yeah, 2 successful stories.
Talk about Homeboy.
What do y'all want? I don't know where to start.
Oh, she talked about
She
the
met
older
him.
guy.
She went on a date with him.
Yeah, the older guy, right?
The
African.
Like he had everything on
He's
your
not
list,
older.
but he was still like.
Oh,
No, he's
30.
He
Okay.
just turned 30. So yeah, I went on a date with this African guy. He's from Ghana, the UK, or whatever.
She said Mandingo.
Probably not.
Probably.
I don't know. He didn't look like he was little.
Joanne, how you know? Yeah, dingo.
But anyway.
He was small in stature, so I don't know.
That don't mean a damn thing.
That could be the only big thing on him.
Anyway,
Like, what is that? Like Kevin Hart? Kaboom! The Black Hammer.
More fire.
anyway, so we talked. Conversation was cool. Off rip, he was like, "When can I take you out?" Which I liked. So we went on a date, and the date was cool. We talked. I made him. We had to go out for lunch. I did not want to go out in the evening, so I'm like, I need to see you in the daylight hours first. So we went out for like lunch or
He was
whatever.
that black?
No, not because he was black. Just because he was a stranger.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure it wasn't a
Stranger
skin
danger.
thing.
Stranger, right? So we had to go out in the daylight and in public, obviously.
And you had to tell us where you was
And
going.
I had to tell
send us
everybody
the
where I was
address,
going. You gotta
Google him.
put people on just in case he try to take me. But it was a cool date. At the end of the date, though, he tried to kiss me, and
That's a no.
I was like,
I mean,
I was
it
like,
depends on the guy. If
And
you
this is what I-
vibe and have
and
chemistry
this is
with
what
him.
I'm getting to. So I went on another date with a different guy. Now we did the live, I was like, Haley was like, where you going?
Oh,
I
yeah.
went on a date with the dude.
Same night?
And
Same guy or
after,
different
guy.
dude? Okay.
After I went on a date, and I kissed him, but it was a different vibe.
Right.
So I'm not opposed to him trying to. I'm not opposed to kissing at that first date.
So do you
or
feel like the
first
girl
meeting.
should initiate it?
No, not even.
It could
I just
be
think I
an
just
easy
wasn't
date.
feeling
She
him.
wasn't vibing with
I
him.
wasn't
But he
vibing
was
with the
vibing with her,
African
so
Yeah,
that's
so that's
why
why
he
he
went
did
in.
it.
So he don't know that you're not vibing.
Right.
He wasn't paying
So,
attention to the vibe.
He was, and that's what
There's
I said.
signs.
Because I told the dude that I went on a date with after about it. He was like, "Oh my god, now I'm nervous. Like, I make sure I don't try to kiss you because I don't want you trying to like punch me or whatever." And I'm like, "Well, we'll see what happens." But I think it just was. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling him. But like he had like the perfect. If I wanted to say I had this checklist of all the things that I'm looking for,
Mm-hmm.
he probably checked off 90% of those
The
boxes.
African guy.
Wow.
The African guy probably checked off 90% of those boxes, but there's still just I wasn't really.
Chemistry.
That reminds
So
me
I'm
of
like,
that episode.
He wanted to go on a second date, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go on a second date to give him another chance to see how it goes. But I swear, that whole time in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm ready to go home.
That reminds
And
me of that
that's
episode.
not a good sign.
What's
So
the name
I
of that
stopped
show?
him.
On
Insecure?
HBO. Insecure. That reminds me of that episode of when she, when her
Oh,
whole friend,
yeah.
what's her whole friend name?
Molly.
Molly. When she met the guy that she knew, or I don't know, but she just wasn't vibing with him. But then she went and slept with her best friend who
So
has
she
a wife.
met the
Oh,
she
yeah,
met
yeah,
the
yeah.
fat guy, which
He
is
wasn't-
everything that
No,
she,
not the fat
No,
guy.
no.
It was a dark guy. It was the guy who was like in his career.
Oh, okay.
Like it was. He
Oh,
was
yes, yes.
official for her.
Did she like bring him home to like a family
No,
function or
she
something
brought
like
him
that
to a
too?
family function.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's the guy from This Is Us.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It is that
Sterling.
guy. It is that guy. From
So it's like we
This Is
have these like boxes and all this stuff that we're looking for, and then ultimately it's like you really gotta be willing to switch up
All
your
about
boxes
a
a
vibe,
little bit
yeah.
and go off a vibe.
It's true.
So the second guy that I met online, I've been talking to him, and I kind of like him a little bit. So, we'll
Nice.
see.
Shout out to him.
Just a little bit.
We didn't meet him yet, but I'm sure we will.
We'll
We'll
see.
see.
So what are your rules for online dating? So one of mine is if you have a picture with you and like 4 people or 3 people, you automatically swipe
Right.
left because you know this is a dating
Automatically.
site. I shouldn't be having to guess it which one is you. Like that's a no.
Right, it's like some of these dudes put like no effort. Like the selfies are trash.
Horrible. That's
The
my
selfies
biggest
are
thing.
trash.
Horrible.
I don't want to. If you're just gonna put a pic, I had somebody in my inbox, and the picture was like a picture of like a meme or something, and it was the
Yeah.
only picture.
Yeah.
Nah.
I know.
Remember the situation I just had when I met Matt? He had such an attractive picture. Then he sent me a selfie, and I'm like,
It was,
Damn.
that
He
is
must have
not.
edited his picture.
Maybe it was a old picture.
Maybe it was the angles, because you know it's all about the angles.
You're right, it is.
And his picture was so attractive. And then when he finally sent me another one, I was just like, oh.
Yeah, that's one. And then if I do make a match with you and you're like, hey, sexy, like, I hate the word sexy. I don't know why. Like, gorgeous, beautiful, like, hey, love. Like,
Do
how
not
queen.
call me queen.
I don't like being.
Ever.
I don't like
I
being queen
don't
either.
like
for
being
some
called
reason.
queen.
I don't care for it, but I only said it because
I looked up the definition
somebody
of
was saying
queen.
it to Becca when she first met, right? Remember?
Oh, yeah.
You look at the definition of queen.
Yes.
Right.
That's what gay guys do.
That's all. Oh.
What?
Queen. Yeah.
What is it?
They
What
be
is
like,
it?
they be like, yeah, like they be like,
Oh, like the
Voguing?
vulgar.
yeah.
I don't mind. I guess if it's genuine, but it's so like
it's
loosely
genuine,
used now.
It's
Yeah.
too usually used. It's overly
Right. And
used.
so, like, when homeboy, everybody's homeboy, right? If homeboy, because if he listening, if homeboy, when we were talking, he just was like, because I'm a king, so I'm only gonna attract the best.
Mhm.
So that's why I
that
need
makes
to wear
sense. But you
queen.
don't
I'm
gotta
like,
call me that all the time.
no, he'll say love.
For me, it like falls into the. You know, people be like beloved.
Yeah.
It's just like shut up.
That's just like sis.
Right. I called Trell sis the
God.
other day, and she almost
And I was
read my
offended.
life.
I only use
was
sis when
offended.
I'm being funny.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and that's how I
use sis
feel.
when
And
I'm
that's
being
she
funny.
thought Joey was.
So when
being
Joe
funny.
says sis, I'm like, are you? Don't sus me.
But it wasn't in person; it was over the internet. So I was like, "Yeah, sis."
Which made it even more like.
She's trying to be funny.
No, I
So do y'all think that? So I prefer in person, but as far as online dating, do you prefer like an online dating site or like shooting your shot versus social media?
Give me Twitter DM all day.
Yeah.
So social media is different because I think it was Danny who made the point of prior to you shooting your shot, you're already probably interacting with this person via their tweets or you're
Right.
seeing their
You gotta be
pictures
friends for a reason.
and you know people posting their lives, so you seeing all this stuff already, so it makes it more.
You get an idea of who
Plus,
they
You
are.
get an idea of who they are, and it kind of makes it more. You're not when you're on a dating app, you're kind of questioning, am I
There's
about
no
to get
history.
catfish?
Yeah.
So
less
with
catfish
social media, you don't
opportunities.
really have to worry about if you're gonna be catfish. That's the first thing.
And you can investigate.
And you can do a little bit more
And like when
investigating.
people go on dating apps, you're going to date, so you're going to put your best self forward.
Right,
right.
Whereas you on Instagram, that's what you want. That's every
Right.
day.
But they still don't be putting their best self forward on their
That's true
apps.
too.
I would think that's what you would try
I
to
would
do
think
at
so
least.
too, but I realized in my swiping journey that they
My
really
swiping
they really don't.
Now, if I had a choice though, it would definitely be in person.
I love
in person would be ideal, of
prefer in
course.
person.
Like for example, today I had to rent a car this weekend, and I go to the place. The lady, me and her talking, vibing, how we like, oh yeah, da da. So I'm like, you're really nice. So she's like, oh yeah, I just moved from North Carolina up here 2 years ago. She came up here because she was dumb and in love. That's what she said. So I guess she's not with the guy. I'm like, oh, follow the podcast. She was like, oh, thank you. She was like, because I don't have no friends like that. Just genuine conversation
Right.
with people,
Right.
Mhm.
male or female. Like I just love that vibe because you like, yo, you
And then
real
you're
one.
able to see, because for me, the thing that draws me into a person or makes me want to give you my number or whatever is if there's an initial like click.
Yeah.
As soon
Yeah.
as we start talking,
And
there's
laughing.
a-
I love
Yeah.
a
Dance
I
in the
love a
club.
guy that is charismatic
Mhm.
and that's like witty that could
Mhm.
like
Right,
make you
how
laugh.
you approach, like that, all of that makes a difference in
Yeah.
how this is about to go.
Definitely.
So I like having that, so you can get that initial. Do I?
I'm trying to
You
think
don't
if we
get
know
that.
any
you
guy
don't
friends
get
that's-
that from DMs.
No.
I don't get it from text messages. Like some guy wants to text me all day, and I'm like, we're not gonna get to know each other through text. I said, first of all, I can't be on my phone. Second of all, I work with my hands, so I can't text you all day. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make the
In
initiative to be
What you
in
gonna say,
person.
Joe?
I was gonna say I'm trying to think if we have any like male friends that's very charismatic, like a personality like that. But I couldn't.
We have some
Yeah,
charismatic
I
guy
have a lot of
friends.
great guy friends. I think.
My guy friends have the qualities of someone that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Will I date them? No.
Nah,
Shut up,
Sure.
Becca.
some of my guy friends ain't shit.
Some.
I think you could take. I think you can
But I
Bits
love
and
them.
pieces from everywhere.
Right. I
That's
think you
just
can pull
because
bits
you
and
know
pieces.
them as males.
I
so you
love
know
their
they're
true
not
self.
shit.
Right.
I love
They're
how
not
our
shit.
guy friends are very protective, nurturing towards us. But then the next trick would be like, treat them like ish. But with us, it's like so sacred.
But that's
so,
why I always be like, I want to be with somebody
Well,
that
that's
I'm
your
friends
friend,
with or that
yeah.
knows me. Because like even like my ex, he was like eyeing me for 3 years, never had a clue. So I could have been coming to dance practice with a scarf on, just looking crazy.
You
But I
were.
was my true self. I
You
was.
were.
Yeah, I wasn't even. I
Right.
can't even say I might have. I was like coming in looking crazy, talking off the wall. But I was able to be my full self with him
Yeah.
because
And
it's
you
like,
still-
oh, this
and
is
you still like
take
it.
or
Right,
leave it.
exactly.
Like
Yeah,
this is me.
guys,
This is that.
scout.
Yeah, they scout.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
Put you on a team.
Yeah.
I remember your ex Dom saying the same thing to me and Beck one night, that he was
He stalked me. Yes.
pretty much stalked you for a little while before he actually
Yeah.
made his move. So I
But you
mean,
can't do that on no dating app.
You can't.
That's
No,
true.
you're right.
So I have a question for you guys. So we're talking about, online dating. So would you guys do a long distance relationship? Because online dating is kind of like a long distance relationship
Kinda.
because you're not meeting up really. So would you do a
Yeah,
long
that's
distance relationship?
I'm not opposed to it because I do think they can work if two people want to make
Put the
it work.
same effort in.
Right.
So I think they can work. So I'm not opposed to it. And I actually met a guy a few years back in DC, and we talked for a little bit, and I went and visited him down there and all of that. And it wasn't bad. I mean, I think how far probably plays a distance too.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we can live on two.
Cali and here, yeah.
Right.
I'm
like
not
New
around
York.
for the long distance for real. Because when I like you, when I'm into you, and I'm needy,
I wanna
like I want to
see
be
you.
all over you.
Yeah, I could be
And
all
if
over
I can't be all over you when I want to be all over you, then it ain't gonna work.
You gotta
I'm not
get a
needy,
plan
but I
or-
do want to see you.
Right.
And like when I want to go on a date, I want to go on a date, even if
Yeah.
it's not like planned in
Right.
advance. On Monday we're going out on Tuesday.
Or
It could be like,
if I
what you doing
go out
like
with y'all
later on
and
today.
get drunk and I want to go home.
Yeah,
and get
right.
smashed,
So right,
I
not
need to be
even
able to do
needy.
that.
Just I'm a big person. Like time spent is very important to me. So
yeah.
and that does make it hard if you're.
Maybe I shouldn't say needy, but I'm hella affectionate. Like if
Yeah.
I'm into you,
So you
I want
wanna
to
be
sit
a
on
little-
your lap and all that other kind of
Right,
stuff.
like spend
And
the
if you're
time.
away, I
And
can
you
do that.
can't. It's like
When
so
do you do these
limited.
things?
When I'm into you,
It hasn't been.
it has been a long time.
I feel like I'm not opposed to it, but you have to know communication is like that has to be
Everything.
everything. You can't say, "Oh, I'm not going to text her back for 10 hours because I know I'm gonna see her," or
Exactly.
I could run up to her crib. Like,
That's
yeah,
not gonna fly.
communication has to be like A1.
And this is why I said if you're gonna do it, you both gotta
Put the
compromise.
effort in.
You both gotta put the effort in. It's gonna be hard. Relationships are already hard, but that junk is gonna be hard as hell. And you gotta, you gotta put the time in to make it
Not
work. So I
around
do
for
think
it.
they can if people.
Not
Do
around for it at all.
Would that be my first thing? Hell no.
Yeah.
So if you're doing it, who paying for the travel?
So if I'm going to you, I'll pay my travel, but you paying for everything while I'm there.
Yeah.
If you come to
Yeah.
here, you paying for your travel and everything.
Yeah.
No. I would treat. Yeah.
I would pay for a flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I
Especially-
really wanted
So
to.
what's the furthest distance that you
I ain't
want?
paying for no flight.
It's
for a
be
date.
cheap.
I pay for when you get here. Shit, I pay for your flight.
East Coast for me. I'm not doing.
Yeah, I feel like I need.
yeah.
Some guys
East
will hop in a
Coast
car
Right.
and drive to you. You know what?
Jersey,
You know what I'm
New
saying?
York, DC, Delaware.
Even
I don't want it to
Florida.
always be like I have to get on
Some
a
little
plane.
corny
like,
town ain't no thoughts.
even
Yeah.
Florida.
Alabama, somewhere Alabama.
Good
Cause
luck.
I have
I ain't
family
going to
there.
no damn Alabama.
Quakerville, Pennsylvania.
No, your king might be in Alabama.
Right, but no. So what if he says, okay, you gotta come down here
To
to
live.
you
visit or
around,
live?
or is like to live?
You know
It
what?
depends where he's at, and it depends on how serious we are.
True.
And we did testimonials this week, and my question was, would I relocate for a man? And since I gave my answer because I said I would, depending on the severity of the relationship, but then I thought about it. I'm like,
After you
I
did
thought
the
about
testimony.
I thought about Neo and his ex-wife, how they were engaged and she tied her tubes.
Yep.
So you actually never, and he married another woman.
And
So
had a
you
baby with
and
her.
had two. So you never know how a relationship could go. So unless I am married,
I was
I
just
ain't
about
moving.
to say that because Joanne, when I was considering moving for my ex, you was telling me, you ain't got no ring. Why you doing all that for him? And I was just like, because
I'm in love.
I
love.
would move if it's a place where I can flourish as well.
And you
Right,
and that same thing with
and
you.
that was
Yeah.
with me. I could have flourished in Charlotte.
Like I'm not going to just move for you and you just doing all this great shit. Because
Still
if you
gotta be a
don't
little
work out,
selfish.
I want to be able to like not depend on you.
And
or
not
not
have to come
move
back. My thing is
home.
not have to come back.
Not
Like
have to
we
come back,
already,
'cause I
all
failed.
already want to relocate.
We
So it's not like we
definitely
don't
do. We
want to
would probably
move.
be like, hell yeah, I'm coming.
Right, it's not like
Yeah,
we don't want
exactly.
to move. And then once we're going somewhere where, again, yeah, we can flourish and I can stay.
Mhm.
I mean,
Let me meet a
take
man in the
take the
DMV.
risk. Like I'm about to move anyway. Why not?
I was considering it when I had met homeboy from Virginia, I'm like,
You were
Because
that part because I already want to go to the DMV.
You
So
were
even
crazy.
because I was at the point where I was like, all right, well, I'll move to DC and
Right.
be right there in Virginia,
Right.
or you know,
Right, like I'm not even gonna move right to your town.
But
he
but
offered
Becca
his
is low-key
place.
crazy.
Right.
He offered his
I just
place,
think
so
you
guess
gotta
what?
know this.
I'm about to get here.
But we had and we were supporting her. We had so much ideas. We like, we could open a club because out there is so much profitable. In New Haven, everything kind of died down.
and he was in a fraternity. So
But that
it
was
like
her setting her up.
Yeah.
I
Not
set
about
myself
yeah.
up.
Right, it had nothing
in
to
that
do with him.
situation.
No.
And he was going to help
No.
with however he could.
Yeah.
Becca is crazy. I just need all y'all to know this.
From time to time. Don't be talking about Mama Beck. I don't know what you talking about.
Yeah.
Let's preserve her image.
She's about to be Beck Easy in a minute, y'all.
Right.
Because we're going to shout out to the UPN, the Urban Professional Network and TMB. They are hosting their 5th year anniversary day party up in Hartford, Cinco de Breako. They offered us a section because they said that every time we come there, we be lit.
Baby Letty.
They were
That's
showing
a
so
fact.
much
Y'all might have
love. Like
seen
our group picture
floating
was
around the
everywhere.
It was on the sponsored.
Because we were popping.
Yeah, it was. It was a good
Becca
time.
had on yellow. We had on all white.
Right,
We were
yeah.
popping.
It looked like the sunshine and her angels.
Yeah.
So I mean, dating is tough. At the end of the day, after both these episodes, we realized that dating is tough, especially our age range.
Right.
So we want to help you guys. So we are going to be sponsoring a speed dating event, which will be held at Terminal 110 on May the 30th. It's a Thursday. It's going to be from 5 to 8. So after work, come down. We'll have our Eventbrite and our link so that you can register. It's going to be 15 guys, 15 girls, first come, first serve.
It's a free event, so you know, stay tuned for the details.
Come and
Flyers
shoot
coming
your
out soon.
Let me
We
get
want y'all to
dressed.
come out, tell your friends.
I know you got to get dressed for
Y'all
work.
better get
so
dressed when y'all go to work.
Yes,
for
spruce
work.
it up a little
Clothes in
bit.
the car.
I'm gonna wear
I'm
my
leaving
best
early
work
that day.
pants.
I'm
My best
out there with my
moccasins.
briefcase.
Thursday is best.
Heels, even though I don't wear heels. to
My
work.
button down.
Right, so tell a friend to tell a friend. Stay tuned for that. That's gonna be a great time. We got a few giveaways that it's gonna be fun.
Yes, so we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Joe, your
My positive vibe for the week is when things go wrong, don't go with them. So we have a group chat, and in our group chat, our manager Nell was saying, like, challenging us, like, whenever we think of something whenever something negative comes on, let's try to change it or don't even speak it, because you know that power, life and death lies in our tongue, and we need to think 3 times before we speak once. So whenever a situation comes upon us, let's just change it and cancel out any negative thought that we have. Last time, I think 2 weeks ago, we were coming here and Beck's car, the tire came out the car on the highway. That could have been totally left, but she totally was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave my car right here and I'm about to go
show
get
must
more.
go on.
Danny, come pick me up.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. All is well. Don't let that negativity sink in, because once it sinks in, it becomes a virus. You just become so toxic. So whatever you do, just try to block it out. Remember, this life and death lies in your tongue. So don't speak negativity. Don't entertain negativity. Change the way you speak. Change the way you think about things, and all will be well.
Amen.
I remember to
That's
bring
2
my
step
step
offerings
on
in a row.
because you be having to work.
Let me go
But
get
then
a
she has
dollar.
the shade as well.
And
Girl,
you be
it's
having
the
the
Holy
shade.
Ghost.
I mean, but I'm a Libra. I
balance.
like the balance.
It's balance.
I like the balance.
It's the Holy
A
Ghost.
little bit of shade.
It don't be me.
A little bit of Holy Ghost.
Are you anointed, Joe?
Well,
She
you
is
know,
anointed.
when you have God in you, the Holy
Right.
Ghost in
You
you,
are anointed and appointed for such a
time as this.
Yes.
I got a little bit of words too.
Yes.
So they cutting up, y'all. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, _THATEAM, and we're out. Love you.
Toodles.
Bye.
What I like I do, I do. I do, I do. What I like I do, I do. I do. What I like I do, I do.
Hey, I think us bad bitches, it's a gift from God. I think you broke hoes need to get a job. Now I'm a boss, I